Oh man, sorry. I got myself muted back again. So I was
Yeah,
saying, yeah, man, just glad to have this fourth episode. We are practically 1 month from our first episode, right? How are you doing, brother?
I
Kumusta?
think it was
We
all
call it
good, man.
kumusta. How are you? How you
Oh, I'm
doing?
good. I'm good. It's
Great,
called what?
awesome.
Kubusta?
Kumusta? In Tagalog,
Oh,
that's the national language here in the Philippines. We call it kumusta. Or in Bisaya, sometimes we have a lot of languages here. We call it
cool.
kumusta. How are you?
Thanks.
You
Thanks for
learn something.
asking. I'm totally fine. Yeah, we learn every day with our new episodes. But I do hear from you, right? You recently had a tycoon at your place. How's everything there? How's things there?
Oh, oh man, we are devastated, and the place that I'm working, I'm here in my place of my parents. Right, it's like 4 hours ride from where I work. I am a medical technologist by profession. So man, it's literally devastated. I think it's over the news. So I'm also doxed with my location, but yeah, it is what it is. But I think the typhoon really devastated. We don't have any water, water and the basic, right, the basic food. So I'll be going there. I did bought some food packs. I think 16 16 sacks of rice, the one sack of rice, right? So I think that was the only available over in the local area. So I want to buy in the local vicinity for the people to also benefit from buying over there than buying it on other neighboring municipality. But yeah, man, been here. Oh man, the resiliency of Filipinos is just outstanding, and I'm just awed. People are like just laughing, just another day. But I think deep in our hearts, we have that kinda I know with the heart, kind of small ache, should I say? And but yeah, man, the resiliency you could still see the smile, but it is what it is. I'm still thankful to God for having this chance, and the family is all good, brother. Thank you for asking. Hey, and shout out by the way to Paul's Price. He did tag me on Twitter, but I did not mention of asking for any donation or whatnot. I'm just doing on my end the best that I can, buying all this stuff. I'm buying. I have a genset. I have a Starlink, so I will be firing up all those things. Communication is not really not good in there. So people are calling their loved ones, asking how they are. So man, thank you for asking that one. But yeah, I think that's the news, at least for me. How are you doing, brother? Kumusta?
All good. I mean, like recently, what's special, and with our upcoming guest later, maybe we can touch a little bit of what's upcoming, like it happening in
Indeed, indeed.
Thailand. Thailand is going
Yeah,
to be very happening upcoming in days, I think. Yeah. So,
I think they have
what
the
time are they
blockchain
coming
week
in?
over there,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
There will be a Thailand blockchain week.
Awesome,
Yeah. So
awesome. I think.
last year I was there. I went to Thailand blockchain week, and it was amazing. We meet like a lot of good people, a lot of events, IRL events, hosted by different crypto companies. Was done quite pretty well. Especially DTC Group. They have like, I think, co-hosted or actually hosted up to like tens of events. Yeah, 40, 50 events. They have like Thailand Blockchain Week. They have like a WoW Summit going on. There's quite a few quite known event IPs among the crypto space over there.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. I think that's our guest for today, right? I mean, if you could see his background on his link tree and his Twitter account, oh man, the guy is like super over there, man. So yeah, it's good to catch up with the guys in the Thailand crypto space and in crypto land, should I say? And yeah, let's have him on the stage, right? Let's have
That's
him on the
right.
stage.
Hello.
All right, roll over there. Boom, Mr. B, how are you doing,
hey,
brother?
hey guys, hey MacB, hey Asian. Thank you for having me
Hello.
and thank you for the great intro. I hope I live up to your expectations. And kamusta, MacB?
Yeah, I did, cause
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
man, I'm still
uh,
laughing, but yeah, man, it is what it is. The show must go on. I
yes,
thought I could have come, but yeah, good thing is you have a Jensen and the power is back. Indeed,
for
it is
sure,
what
for
it is,
sure.
brother. These are the things that we go above and beyond the things, even though with the
Yes,
natural calamities that we have.
yes. I say as long as you're breathing, you're smiling, it's another great day. As
Indeed,
long as
just
you're
to be
surviving
thankful.
and I think that's the same with crypto market, right? No matter how
Indeed.
high, how low, it doesn't matter as long as you're here. And
Actually, this
proud,
is what I had in my mind. I wanted to say that too, Mr. B.
yeah, for
I
sure.
feel like
Because
crypto market,
there was
when it did start, it kind of aches too. Of course, you feel the pain.
Indeed.
because
Yeah.
I'm sure we suffered through a lot of phases this year, especially in the recent week. But yeah, we still here, smiling, building. That's important. But thank you again, guys, for having me today. A great show.
All right. Okay. So let's get started. Maybe Mr. B, Mr. Barami, the man in Thailand Web3 scene. How about you do a little bit introduction of yourself?
Hey,
Absolutely.
hey, Asian. Hey, Mr. B. In this episode of Pulse Asian TV, guys, we want to put you front and center of your story, right? What are your yeah? We do understand your credential, but yeah, this is a platform for people outside the
Yeah.
Pulsean community need to reach out to them and talk to them, to the people, to the builders and investors, enthusiasts, everyone who had made it in crypto. This is the show. So please like,
Yes.
share, and subscribe for the for the Asian for the APAC region, as Asian was saying. Sorry, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, thank you, MacB, thank you, Asian. Um, Basically, I'm Barami Rai. Most people know me as Mr. B, and I'm sure people might wonder, "Yeah, dude is so cocky of putting Mr. in front of him." I mean, I love Mr. Bean. I watch it a lot, and I just knew that when I started the journey, you should have some sort of nickname for yourself, just for just having that cool nickname in Web3, and that's why you guys can call me B as well. That's my actual nickname. Came into crypto around 2017, 2018. Didn't know much as I do at the moment, and always still learning, always a student of life. Um, Bought a lot of Bitcoin, sold a lot of Bitcoin to and traded to a scam coin. And fun fact I keep sharing is I got brought into the space through my dad. It's amazing how many OG dudes are there, and my dad is one of them. I look up to him a lot. He's my role model. It's a whole long story, but basically he started, brought me in. We got educated more and more throughout the years, and I think 2019 2020 is where I actually understood what Web3 is, what the technology behind it does, and just went down that rabbit hole through experimentations, through meeting amazing individuals, friends, partners like Asian here as well, and MacBU today really made me believe, that crypto or Web3 technology is the future, and we're already here. Far from the day where you say, "Hey, I'm doing crypto," all of your cousins, all of your family would say, "What are you doing scamming other people? Why are you getting into that industry?" Now everyone is asking you for advice. We never knew that one day, the president of United States was launch his own meme. We never expect it to be this fast. That's a little bit of my background story, and that's my kids over there. Don't mind them.
Hi. What's the name of the puppy?
Ladu. I
Okay.
hope she doesn't become a meme. Not now yet. um,
We have lots of
yeah,
meme over in Pulse
You,
Trade. We have
you,
Bria.
you can do one on pump dot tires.
Pump that,
yeah.
yeah, you can also do that on pump the tires on Pulse Trade,
That's
by the way.
Momo. That's Momo. A lot of guests have
You
Oh
have
used
seen
that.
man,
it.
yeah,
um, but thank you guys.
it's
So
been friendly.
fast, yeah, fast forward. Started DTC Group in 2020. My background, I'm in e-commerce. I've been doing a lot of online commerce back then, and definitely saw a gap, a pain point, as first a user, investor, consumer. That was also during a lot of the ICO, P2E boom eras, and saw a lot of gaps, especially how unprofessional most team and service provider was, and definitely got into space, built the name for myself, my team, met a lot of great individuals, Asian being one of them. I've
Appreciate
started
it.
with Bitcoin, yes. Got into BNB early on. I'm a big BNB fan. Shout out to CZ. I made it today because of BNB, and I think they're building amazing things, and definitely I'm also invested in many other chains. And with Asian introducing me to Pulse Chain today, I'm also proudly joining the community. And as of now, today, DTC Group, we are a full Web3 venture ecosystem. Uh, we have different arms that support Web3 founders, Web3 ventures, and even Web2 companies that just would like to transition themselves. We also work with B2B, B2G. In essence, we have our accelerator arm where we help scale the unscalable. That's our motto. We have our labs part where we cook and launch our own products. You guys might know some of the DeFi tools and products out there. We ideate, incubate, accelerate everything in one go. We have our events arm connecting the dots. Would love to give a quick plug here. We're launching one of the greatest event platform upcoming next year. It's something we've been cooking for a lot of times. Like you say, MacB, we do a lot of events, and this is one of the another pain point that we see, and we're trying to bridging the gap. We do medias, in-house medias for crypto. We do a lot of educational workshop events for free. I believe, as I always say, our job as native OG crypto people is also to help make the pie bigger, not just keep taking the slice. And that's my motto I live it with. So yeah, that's DTC Group ecosystem in a nutshell. I'm also an angel investor, private investor. We do write small to medium check sizes. We have a syndicate group under DTC Ventures. And yeah, that's my vision for crypto. Just having a strong ecosystem and getting into amazing projects, working with amazing founders, and just seeing Web3 grow. And now AI is coming, and I believe Web3 was all of the pillar and foundation. Well, that's a good part about me and what I do right now. Thank you, MacB. Thank you, Asian.
That's a very professional introduction.
Thanks, guys.
You deserve the legendary man in the Thailand Web3 scene, brother. And
thank you.
Among the Asian, right? Among APEC. So, okay,
Thank you.
You mentioned that AI is definitely one next thing that is big. How about quantum? I think a lot of people is talking about quantum these days, whether it's a quantum proof or QC post-quantum, right? Well, did you have any exposures to that?
Actually, so luckily we have a partner who's inviting us to co-host a event with them in Phuket, which is focused on both blockchain AI but heavily on quantum. I'm relatively actually new. I know there's synergies between all of the three, but yeah, I'm definitely getting into quantum a bit more about security and computation. And most cryptocurrencies rely on cryptography, mathematical codes, keeps wallets, transaction, blockchain secure. So I mean, definitely looking into it, Asian. I'm still new, just starting out.
Yeah, I'm still new
Yeah.
here too. That's why I'm
Yeah.
trying to see if you know a bit that you can share some insights to us.
Sure. I'm more touching on like a lot of topics about like how quantum computing can be a threat and opportunity for crypto.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Can break all
Exactly.
systems. Yeah.
That's right. That's the kind of
Yes.
topics that we come across these days.
Yeah, I'm sure maybe if you guys are free during the event this month, we can learn more. There's a lot of experts on quantum coming in. I think it will be a fun topic to explore.
When is it starting? I mean, the official date.
It's on 19th November in Phuket. So it's a one-day event. Definitely will share you guys here.
All right.
Yeah,
How
I
about
think
the Thailand blockchain
November
week?
19th.
Yeah. Thank you for plugging that, Asian. So Thailand Blockchain Week officially should be on 8th and 9th and 10th November, or 8th or 9th. I need to go check. We are doing a lot of side events as usual, and happy to invite all of the guests listening here and you guys as well. We're doing things a bit differently. We, been partying a lot, doing a lot of drinking, networking. So this year we're starting off with a very fun wellness day. Just relax, get into sauna, get into the cold plunge, learn how to breathe properly. Funnily, that's what my partner Mr. Rice always says. learn how to breathe. It's something we do every second and something we can't stop doing. But unfortunately, a lot of people out there don't know how to properly breathe. So that's a fun topic, and we're just gonna have some networking events, some activities, and fun as always. Amazing after parties. Really would invite everyone here. I think this year, a little less traffic due to everything that has been going on this year. But always, I think crypto events are one of the best way you can scale if you are someone interested in this industry, whether you're a QL, founder, builder, investor. It's the best way to network, get amazing opportunities, and connect with like-minded people. I mean, Asian, I know you through people from the events, and that's what we always say, connecting the dots. We're just connecting the dots. And uh, fun fact from our events last year, there were so many deals happened. Some even got married because they met in our event. That was a cool testimonial to have. Many got new opportunities in their career. So yeah, very much looking forward to next week. Very excited.
Wish you all the best.
Yeah.
So maybe you have any question for Mr. B right here? It's your first time meeting the
Yeah, I have a
man right
question.
here.
Yeah, I have a question for him.
Yes.
What did you eat tonight?
Oh,
I think you have I think it's New Year over there. Did you
yes,
mention
yes.
it? Right?
I'm not sure if so. There's Songkran, right? Water festival. That's the official Thai New Year. Today is like Loi Krathong. I also call it New Year because I feel like it's a New Year. It's a day where people go to the river. They have some
Okay.
sort of kind of, we call it Krathong, right? It's made from banana trunks and leaves, and we just kind of pray for the best upcoming year. It's an amazing festival. Um, but yeah, just enjoying building. I met a lot of great friends from Malaysia today as well, and talking about upcoming products, how the market has changed. I think as native crypto people, MacB Asian, you guys see this intense cycle happening, and everything is changing every single day. Like it's very hard to, get catch up on the narratives and trend, but we need to see through um, the actual core of crypto once again coming back. I think that's where people get lost a lot. They are too focused on what's the trend, what's the narrative, and these are all short term. But when you go back to the core of crypto, right, transparency, decentralization, safety nets, and that's where you kind of find, okay, this is what it actually is, and this is what I'm gonna align my vision with, and that's where you focus. I think this is something people are learning a lot this year from people around me, and they're getting burnt out because chasing the trends and narrative on and on is not something sustainable. I mean, MacB Asian, yourself have been focusing on Pulse Chain, pushing this since day one, and that's what actually sustains and lives in the space.
Yeah, I think definitely all the pulse sequence that we have seen X on YouTube. A shout out especially to like Crypto Coffee, your friends on me, and so many hexologists and content creators right out there. They are like constantly producing videos every day talking about things, and many of the founders on Pulsion too, right? So
Yes.
I would love Mr. B. First time I think when I spoke to Mr. B, he told me that he actually got a bag of Pulsion already.
Oh
Congratulations
yes,
to that.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Say what? Say what?
Yeah, Mr. B, he bought some Pulse chain. He's got a bag of Pulse chain now.
All right. Awesome. Did you sacrifice
Oh, no.
for
I think
freedom?
recent.
Freedom of speech?
I think maybe
Thank
Mr.
you.
B.
Ah, good. So
How did you get to know?
meaning
Mm, mm.
meaning he got a good entry price,
I mean,
right?
I think it,
On
I did
Pulse's.
DCA, because for me, when you meet someone, like it's a no brainer. I'm going to a university this upcoming week for a venture capital session, and I know there's great investors, VCs out there that they have such strong technicals, logic behind investments. For me, it's quite simple. Like you see someone that's building nonstop for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You see someone that never gives up. You see someone that they believe so much in one thing. That's already a no-brainer. I don't have to go look into too much of other things. Of course, you have to see the numbers, figures, right, and have all these calculations. But that's already a 70% yes for me. So, uh, Asian, I definitely see how bullish you are, and it would be stupid of me not to get in it, and that's a lesson I've learned. That you should always, always, always invest and partner with someone who keeps building nonstop. And MacB Asia, I'm sure you guys agree on this.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
definitely. Appreciate.
Welcome to PulseAsian, and we love you, man.
For sure. Thank
Welcome to
you.
PulseAsian, and we love you guys. Maybe
Mr.
there are
People.
guys in this.
Oh,
Sure.
okay. I think we have kind of swayed too much because I think Mr. B has shared too many interesting stuff. There's
Thank you.
too many things. Let's go into a little bit detail one by one. Okay, so
Sure.
we have heard your introduction. We have heard your journey on and what you are doing like generally. So how about let's about maybe what's the proudest thing that you have done in the crypto space? Maybe share a bit to us. Like it can be a project,
Yes.
it can be an
Yes.
event, it can be a deal that you have
Yes.
done
Yes.
in the Web3 space. Let's pick a few and share.
Well, that's a very good question, Asian, because I never like sit down and think too much what I'm proud of. But something that comes right into my mind would be, of course, not financial advice, right? But I do help some of my close friends, family, get into Web3 because I believe in Web3 so much. Fun fact, my whole 95% net worth is on crypto. I believe so much in it, and with the passion I have, I definitely love sharing with my close friends and family when they are ready. Once they ask me, I help hold their hands and take them down the rabbit hole. And if they follow the proper advice, proper way of investing, not going onto exchange, opening up 100x leverage on Bitcoin, or going into shitcoin and just throwing all their life savings, they usually do very well. Their portfolio, it's nothing crazy. It's just DCAing, just picking the right projects, tokens, investing in it in the right way, which for me is always Bitcoin as a big portion. And that's something I'm proud of because not only they've been able to hedge against the economy with crypto, with everything that's going on, not only that they're able to have their savings and a portion of investment that will guarantee at least they're going to have a steady growth, but they actually get their knowledge on financial literacy. They understand true freedom. They start questioning everything about themselves, about society, about the matrix, right? They start to think outside the box. That's what crypto does to you. Like no matter Pulse chain, BNB chain, Ethereum chain, whatever token, just when you get into Web3, you dive into the technology behind it, the reason Satoshi Nakamoto launched Bitcoin, the logic behind it, you question so much that it's not just about investment, it's not just about making money, but it's about getting freedom in your life, true freedom, right? Not following the system that has set you up. And this is something I'm very proud of, basically education, and that's why this year we've been doing so many workshops with at least high universities, and hopefully next year we can do more across Asia. I think this is my very proud moment. And second would be how we are able to build multiple carriers for people around the globe, not just Asia, Europe, Africa, UAE. We've been able to help people find new methods of working from Web 2 to Web 3, whether they start from moderators, management levels, or working on crypto projects. I think this is something I'm proud of, and we have been doing a lot of giveaways. So DTC Group, we have tons of giveaways from all projects we work with. The past years, we've given out over 300K easily in airdrops. And I've received a message one day from our great builders that they were able to help their kids graduate due to all the works, the opportunities, the education they received from DTC Group. And I think this is the two things I'm very proud of. And lastly, I am very proud of knowing amazing individuals, team, partners, friends like you guys as well. I think I'm very proud of that. I think a lot of people in this space are very genuine. Opposite with what many people say, like crypto people are shit, scammy, and all. But if you are in the right circle, if you are tagging along with the right people connects you to the right people. So that's what I'm very proud of. Asian, thank you for the question. It gets me thinking. I think this is very cool.
Yeah, because I see that in a lot of times we have done many things, right? Sometimes we keep on look at the things that we have on hand, but we did not really reflect on what have we really achieved that we are proud of. But it can be something our business related, it can be personal, like what you have shared is like everything, right?
Yes.
Sometimes people from your close network, from your family to your friends, to meeting new different partners, and also the connection, right? So what I think, like since last year I've been to Thailand. That was my first time there. I think I met Mr. B in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur first. Then after that, we went to Thailand, meet Mr. Rice as well, the partners. What's
Yes.
really nice and something that is unforgettable for myself, and I was there with my wife too, right? Is that we have seen everybody is like putting in so much time and effort, genuinely just to make things work. So these are the kind of spirit and influence that we get in this motion. So a lot of people that are not really having that kind of mind share like that, they might not understand why are we putting in so much time and effort, resources and money to do events like this. They don't understand. They think like, why do we want to keep on burning money? What's the purpose, right? Sometimes hosting events, whether it's side events or joining in a main crypto conference, yes, it can be an exposure for certain projects or certain branding, but most importantly, um, we always do it for the potential where we want to grow the industry, right? So
Yes.
this is the value that I really see and cherish, that I also see it with MacB and also Mr. B right here, and many of our partners and brothers out there, right? So
Yes.
sharing Mr. B. So maybe anything for Mr. B.
Yep, indeed, man. He did mention about questioning the matrix, right? So, oh man, I am with you when you mentioned goosebumps over here, man.
Yes. Yes.
When can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man, we did mention about questioning things and yeah, the financial system, how money is working. Yeah, those are the things that keep us going, right? And going into Web3, and yeah, you try to ask things. You could literally just decentralize almost everything, right? So yeah, man, it's quite interesting, and I learned a lot from you. You have mentioned. I have a question for you. If Asian was asking about the proud moments, what are the moments that you are not proud of?
Mm. I think.
And I'm the
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
one,
talker.
just one, just one. You
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to.
I mean, when you, it's funny because you can think a lot of things you're not proud of. I would say, um, I'm still in my 20s. I'm still in my mid 20s. I'm turning 26 this year. But due to how I grew up and being in the crypto industry firsthand, 1 year feels like 10 years. So you really go through so much in a year. And I think things I might not be proud of is myself maybe 2 3 years ago in certain phases of exploring and finding myself in those journey. I may have got into some of the traps, I would say mindset traps that wouldn't be sustainable or wouldn't be the best thing that keeps you going on long term, chasing money, chasing fame, chasing the wrong things. I think those are what I am not too proud of, but it's essential. I think people need to go through all these phases. You guys said so many amazing things about myself, and thank you guys. I appreciate that a lot. But also, there are definitely people that in the past might be hurt by my actions, might be, confused by certain things I made it, which I think this is normal, especially in crypto, right? There's so many stuff going on. There's so many liquidity flowing around, and it gets you sometime. It gets you, and it brings out the bad side of you. So those moments are crucial. I think everyone will go through these phases. The most important thing is you learn from it. You find who you truly are. You find what you truly stand for, and come out of it. I think those are my most moments that I'm not proud of. And although how much we phrase about not getting into leverage trading, or doing stupid trades, once in a while you get into that FOMO. I still do, and I did a big mistake this early year during the AI boom. So yeah, that's still something I need to work on.
I think these
Yeah,
are all
man.
part of journey. You see, I think it's all part of journey. But ultimately, if we are invested or in a good asset class, for the long run, it might not be a loss, or it might not be a thing that you may not be proud at this moment, but maybe in the long run it can be a proud thing. For example,
Yeah.
for example, let's talk about adoption. Maybe let's talk about a certain meme or certain crypto that we onboarded people getting in. Maybe their entry at that point is during the bull peak, right? Or when the token is at a high price, right? So actually, uh, for me to share it, right? Actually, at that point where we invested in a certain crypto asset, if you bought it at a higher price, what you could do is dollar cost average. What you could do is just stop loss, or just hodl and wait for the time to come, right? So I think similar concept to leveraging is we don't put in money that we don't have. We don't take the take. Yeah. So it applies to every single investment mindset that everybody should take into consideration before we take into certain actions, right? If you can't afford to lose $100,000, then don't invest $100,000. You just invest $1,000, right? It's always about the risk and reward. So when it comes to that, I think from what I heard from Mr. B, Barami shared just now, was that we may be sad, or we may feel bad and guilty, where some of our friends that heard our callings and they bought in a tokens maybe at a higher price, and then maybe they are down at this moment. But let's look at what Michael Saylor did, buying Bitcoin at the top. And then what happens? People laughed at him, say, why did he bought the top? He could have buy earlier, right? And what happens after? He's pretty much like the legendary guy right now in the market.
Yes.
The one that did the Bitcoin treasury and did it so big. So same thing goes to Richard Hart. Richard Hart bought ETH at about 3.7K per ETH using the SEC funds, $1 billion SEC funds, and people laughed at him when ETH dropped to like 2K plus. Really, literally. Then when ETH pumped back to 4K and 4K plus, he literally up like hundreds of $1 million. So you see, the thing is whether you have the belief and the holding capability to wait for the time to come back, to bounce back, right? So it really this thing is very arguable. It subjects to individual on a long-term mindset, and whether you believe in that single asset, or you just want to put everything and waste your time and effort to whining and cry fagging, right? Cry fagging. So that's the word.
I love that.
Cry
Richard-
fagging.
Cry fagging.
Cry fagging. That's a new word, man. He invented that
Yeah.
word. Cry
He
fagging.
invented a lot of new words. So I mean, it's not. I would say that yes, it can be like a downtime, and we feel bad. It's normal. It's totally normal, brother, right here, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
we are pretty much kind of close in our age also, but maybe Mac B here is slightly elder, like senior a little bit. But yeah, we have a lot to learn from each other, right? Like Mr. B, he's been through so much. If I'm not mistaken, WorldCoin has also appointed DTC Group as the one of the, what's that called? Maybe you can talk about it,
Yes.
Mr. B. Like let us know a bit more. that
Sure, sure. Asian, thank you. So we're also running one of the programs with WorldCoin. There, I really am into them despite all the controversy they might have, and which it's normal for every tokens to have lovers and haters. All the, crypto projects. For World, I really love how they're going around adoption. Their strategy is one of the best GTM strategies I've ever seen. Basically, just giving people airdrops and giving free earnings. But what we're seeing is at the moment with the top three markets being, if I'm not wrong, Philippines, Thailand, Argentina. So in Thailand, we're seeing over, I think the past 4 or 5 months, there's already over 700, 800,000 users onboarded. Um, 70% of the airdrops are actually being circulated back into the ecosystem, which this is amazing because what you usually see in other countries are just people offering right away. Yeah, free money. I'm gonna, go get a nice dinner right away. But here, people are actually learning and trying to adopt and innovate and just educate themselves back into how to maximize my earnings here, where I can stake and all. So that's a big movement we're seeing in Thailand. That's why I'm also focused back now. If you guys been following DC or me personally, we started off internationally. We started off from the UAE market, Europe, and our neighbor markets. No one knew we were Thai. I was Thai until last year. Yes, that's when I kind of figured out, okay, it's time. Like the Thai market is ready. They're being more understanding because if I did start right away from Thai, it was a bit tough. Our great partners, uh, my brother Sanjay, he's the CEO of Crypto Mind Group. They're one of the largest group in Thailand pushing crypto. They've done an amazing job, and if they didn't let the path, it would have been very tough for us, regulatory wise and everything. They're also the host of the Thailand Blockchain Week. Asian, I wanted to go back a little bit on what you mentioned. I really um, admire Raul Paul. He's one of the greatest, I think, individual in the crypto space and has been educating and sharing a lot about crypto and amazing thinker, amazing mindset. I love the part in a certain podcast he mentioned about social contract, right? Everything we do in life is a form of social contract. And whether, we're doing this podcast is a form of social contract. I'm joining this. I'm agreeing to you, right? Socially, that I'll join this podcast. We'll help promote it together. If I'm marrying with my girlfriend, that's a form of contract. Everything we do is contract, and that's what crypto has adopted into smart contracts, so we can trust the system rather than just trusting a paper, word of mouth, or whatsoever. And the second part was about liquidity, so mimetic, right? Everything that has attention has liquidity, and linking that back to Paul Sheen, and what we talked about, how how can we know which projects are winning at certain times. So we see a lot of builders here, we see a lot of attention here, we see a lot of liquidity circulating. That's already a great sign to know that, okay, this is something worth looking into, maybe investing into, and yeah, maybe building into, whichever kind of player you are. um, Asian, I actually have a question for you since you're the OG. Where is Pulse Chain right now? And I think especially this podcast, a lot of our builders would be listening. What are some opportunities for builders here? And I'm very interested too. Perhaps we can do some kind of program as well with Pulse Chain one day.
Okay, so I'm actually not talking representing here, representing the team or Richard Hart, of course. I'm just myself, what I see. Actually, I just came across this same question when I was in 049 in Singapore, right? I was interviewed by this CoinRank. So CoinRank basically asked me the same thing, right? Where is Pulse Chain right now, and where is Pulse Chain heading to? For me, I think we are at the point where we have accumulated and consolidated the believers and kind of washed out a lot of weekends already after like 2 years of being live since May 2023. And are there any big moves coming up? I think we believe so. Why? Because there's a few things. Richard Hart has been like really active these days. He's been engaging a lot of big accounts these days, and even though he's not streaming yet, it could be his Interpol case from back then with the Interpol Europe. But however, for his case against the US SEC, it's actually being covered by OKX official press release. So they acknowledge that the win from Richard Hart chain PulseX against the US SEC it's a big win for DeFi, right? So I think for people who wants to know more about that, you can easily go and search it out. And we are looking at many big accounts that has like hundreds of thousands of followers on X recently has been talking about Pulse Chain and picking out interest in that. So this is at least some things that we see right now. And in fact, we have quite some projects that perform greatly also on Pulse Chain right now. There's certain memes and amazing decentralized applications built, such as Liberty Swap, and then there are things coming up. So these are the things that we see. And if we want to talk about how Pulse Chain has been alive and up until today, if you are on X, feel free to just check it out, because we have a lot of people, organic growth, organic traffic that talks about Pulse Chain. And part of the GTM strategy they had was doing a charity, sending out tablets to many like real life individuals. So we are looking at, of course, there are people who says that, oh, what is this? It looks like a scam and stuff like that. So we are kind of like in the moment that we used to have, and we had it back in those days where hacks was called scams before it did like the upside run. And for the ETH reserve with Pulse Chain, we have seen that in the past month and just like yesterday or what, hundreds of millions of dollars was actually moved to Tornado Cash, and actually went into anonymity. But it can mean certain messages that things are probably coming up. Like we have also a liquid validator protocol. It's called Vouch that builds, and it's the number one staking validator right there. So if you ask me where is Pulse Chain right now, I would say that given the entry, the opportunity that for people who don't know about Pulse Chain, you are very fortunate and lucky. Why? Because your entry right now is pretty much at a very great discount. People like us from the sacrificial phase where, or you can understand it during you can understand it like the private sale phase, where we invested and sacrificed our dollars in ETH, in coins for Pulse Chain or PulseX back in 2021 and 2022, like almost $2 billion. The top sacrifices, their entry with the volume bonus is pretty much higher than the current price right now. So for whomever who has not get to know Pulse Chain, if you get to know now, congrats, because I think you're lucky to get to know Pulse Chain PulseX right now, because it's the price from all-time low is only 30% up for Pulse. For maybe PulseX is only 1.8x or 1.9. So it's really good entry for people who don't know about Pulse Chain or just know about it today. Feel free to check it out, and yeah, reach out if you need to. We can assist anybody, and just for you to know, we are not any of this shilling. We are not paid we are not paid in any referrals for telling you what to do. Yeah, so it's all about adoption and driving this movement where we see good actors and good leaders in the space build great protocols, build great infrastructure, and we want it to succeed. That's all we want, right? Yeah.
Thank you, Asian. Great mentioning. I think
Hey guys, here's the chart. Here's the chart for PulseX. I think Asian is using the PulseX chart. Can you say it for the audience? I think you're using the PulseX chart.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a chart over here if you wanna know. So yeah, man.
Perfect.
I think Asian did mention about going into for the community going some IRL work, right, and giving some tablets. So check out RS Griffin, in which yeah, this is the guys over in the states, in which let me show my RS Griffin just to update the community in which we're doing this stuff. So be careful out there, guys, for scammers. So again, first and foremost, this none of this should be taken as financial advice. Anyone DMing you, PMing you, asking for seed words, definitely do not give your seed words, and they are literally scammers. So this is the RS Griffin Foundation that was giving. It is the arm on the charity of doing giving this tablets to people in the states, and I think they're extending over to other countries. So if you are from other country doing having a charity institution that is registered locally with a regulatory clearance, then yeah, definitely reach out to us and reach out to our Griffin Foundation. They're looking for other partners outside of the US to do this stuff, enriching pulse chain, or should I say crypto adoption, generally speaking.
Yeah. I mean, something to add on is that we pretty much shift when Eve being the leader of the altcoin, right? Um, we kind of need Eve to like really perform also for us to grow even further and faster on a bigger upside. Why? Because we are pretty much the fifth largest with Pulse Chain. So back then, if you talk about the history of Pulse Chain, it was Hex first back then, and it was built on ETH. And the succeed also came, even though being the first mover advantage during the DeFi era, and also being the first blockchain of certificate deposits. So even though it was innovative and having its FMA, but it's also part of ETH when it did its bull run that kind of drive like whomever that builds a good products or protocol with ETH back then that really performs. So that was Hex then, and right now in this cycle 2, from the last cycle to now it's cycle 2. Off chain is in cycle 1, and let's talk about like what I mentioned earlier. Where are we now? We are pretty much in the accumulation phase, and we could easily take off when the alt season really comes. So this is pretty much where we are right now. And as a builder, because I'm also a founder of Moonex, I think that we should not keep on looking at the charts. We should like zoom out and allow more people to know about what's blockchain really about and how it fixes problems, and also to freedom of transaction, freedom of speech, and why decentralization matters. So these are the message that we are constantly delivering over the time, whether it's through online or offline events. So about onboarding and allow more people to get access, and how do they get into like blockchain related stuff seamlessly, or how do they get started, right? So this is part of the challenge that we as a builder in the space, or an educator, to tell people how to like get started. So some of the hassle that we have to overcome and how to minimize the effort is also part of the big challenges over like whatever stage or phase that we are going through right now. So like Mr. B, I have another question for you, is that since you have been in the space for quite some time as well, where do you see like I mean, among the APAC region, Asian builders and Asian communities, what's the top 5 countries that is currently it has a strong builder and strong Web3 community in this Web3 industry?
Sorry, top 5 strongest community, Asian?
Yeah, top 5 that you have seen, like, oh, which countries are
Yeah.
really loud, really popular, and yeah, the adoption.
Well, yeah, I haven't been able to travel too much around US and EU, so I wouldn't be able to comment on that. But I know that out of 5, Thailand, Malaysia. I've recently met amazing builders in Philippine communities, very smart people. MacB, yeah, shout out to Filipinos. Um, India. I think most people look uh, across India, but actually a lot of great, smart individuals from India. A lot of the companies out there. You see the Twitter, the famous thread, how all world company CEOs are Indians. And lastly, I would love to say Vietnam, of course. Vietnam is on another level with their developers. I would love to give an honorable mention to Germany as well, since one of our uh, head at EU market is Phil. Germany has also amazing builders out there, but top 5 for me would still be in Asia: Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, India, and I think
Malaysia.
right, Malaysia. Yes, Malaysia definitely. Sorry, yeah. These are my top 5, and I think these are the countries I visit most often. That's why. Um, Africa is something interesting as well. Our friend Mr. Wayne, he's focusing on a very big exchange in Africa, and I think one of the greatest key users and players will be from Africa. I follow Gary Vee a lot, and I see he keeps mentioning that the next wave and generations of many, um, whether it's players, will be from Africa. Just because also like the generational shift and age shift, we have a lot of wellness trend here in Thailand right now. So a lot of the upcoming rise would be from Africa, I believe.
Thank you. Maybe do we have any builders on Pulse Chain?
Come again? Sorry,
Do we
you
have
were cut
any
out.
builders, yeah, from Africa that is building on Pulse Chain right now? Do you see any?
Builders from Africa.
Mm.
Sorry, I didn't see Pampal's chain. Yeah, not that I know of people coming from Africa building, but yeah, I could be wrong on this one. But yeah, I think definitely was Mr. B is saying. I think this is a global movement, right? So it's worth noting that yeah, people are over the internet. Whereas this is like the virtual one. So I think yeah, I think maybe we just don't have it on our radar. But yeah, how about you, Mr. B? Did you? I don't know. I cannot really say, but yeah, I think there's some might be building on Pulse Chain right now in Africa, right, or somewhere maybe doing this stuff. And I think you did mention about India, right, in which most of the top CEOs are literally Indians, right, from
Mhm.
Google, from literally everyone. I think Mr. B did mention a while ago about proper breathing, right? Have you heard of Andrew Huberman?
Yes,
Is this
yes,
the
yes.
guy? I oh man, I watched the guy under Uberman. You have that, and also the absolute human,
Mm.
Gary Brecker, right? He did mention also proper breathing, and yeah, fire breathing every day. And yeah, man, I think we did also mention. I think Asian did also mention about longevity, in which Pulse Chain did have a donation of $27 million for longevity tech, right? Or should I say, yeah, longevity study from Audrey Gray from Sense Foundation, right? In which, yeah, they'll be curing all this. But I mean, you literally just have a longevity in our lifetime, right? So it's worth noting that yeah, curing the meat is really the part in which we can achieve longevity. How much money you have if you don't have that, yeah, sharing and giving extra mile of your life to people that do matters as me having this typhoon in my area. And I think you did mention also, Mr. B, I could really see your heart, right? Mentioning all this stuff that you've been doing or dropping this stuff to people. And one thing he did mention also about WorldCoin, and I think WorldCoin in the Philippines is, I'm very sorry to say, they have this regulatory uncertainty right now. I think they have put I think a gag on that one, more of a privacy issue, but some other proponents in the country in the crypto space. Shout out to Resistance Trader here in the Philippines. He did mention that yeah, just it's more doing these things in which we are being crypto adoption. It's people didn't know they're doing this stuff in the background, right? Or WorldCoin, but yeah, sadly here in the Philippines, WorldCoin is being have this temporary gag order coming from the regulators, right? More of the privacy thing issue. Yep.
Yes. I mean, that's definitely a challenge when we're talking about crypto Web3. Um, if we wait for regulation, we're never gonna get innovation. That's what I usually say. So we always just need to move ahead. But most importantly is don't get into jail. That's me. Like,
Yeah,
that's not
indeed.
my dad. Like,
Yeah,
whatever.
let me do this, guys. Let me do this. None of these should be taken as financial advice. Again,
Yeah,
guys, here in the Philippines, oh, guys, I did mention also a disclaimer, right? So I did put a disclaimer also.
yeah.
Disclosure, so
It's
that the
a
whole will be. Yeah,
yeah.
man, I'm very careful because we have this Caspi rules. Asian here in the Philippines, we have the Caspi rules in which they are kind of targeting more of the influencers. So these are KOLs or key opinion leaders here in the Philippines. I did posted this one. So again, disclosure again, coming from the sec. I am a good actor in the space. I'm here bringing crypto adoption. I'm not asking for any tokens for that matter. I did ask for donation, but it's a donation, right? For the typhoon devastated. But I'm doing my part. I'm literally funding it on my end, the best that I could. But yeah, man. So just doing disclaimers in the first no. So yeah, definitely, man. You don't want to be, yeah, man, being a
Yes.
multimillionaire, billionaire, and you go to jail, man. Where's
Yes,
the
freedom.
freedom in there, right? So
Yes, freedom.
let's be careful with our wordings and keep people understand in which Asian did also mention of in which invest in which you're ready to lose, right? So none of this should be taken on a financial advice. We're just guys over the internet. Do not listen to us if you don't understand what you're doing again. So yeah, man. I think I have to mention all these things just to get this well on the way on the regulator side of things.
For
Yeah,
sure.
we are
Maybe.
just sharing our 2 cents from our journey, from what we would do, and how
Yep,
we
indeed. Just a few
share with
cents.
people close to us, whether it's our family, our siblings, or friends. These are like the real words that we actually share. So it's
Mm,
not like for what we are doing here today. We are just
Yeah. Yeah.
scheduling to talk about things here, crossing any thoughts we have, like understanding builders. Yeah, so let's go back to understanding builders. Like
Yes.
Mr. B, there's so many chain right now in the market. There's L1 and so on. There's too many, right?
Mm.
How, for for any builders that you have met, or for any projects that DTC or Rising Ventures has invested, whether it's a pre-launch project or already post-launch, how do you view a project? How do you view to think that it's a project that worth investing, whether it's
Mm.
a small to medium tickets? It's yeah. What are the metrics or what are the things that you will
Yes.
consider before you invest?
Sure, Asian. Thank you for the question. Just a short notice, we actually rebranded Rygen Ventures back to DTC Ventures just to fit under the umbrella. So, if you guys are someone who's interested to look into crypto deep researchers, that's something we're gonna start working on a weekly, monthly basis. Free research digestions for you guys, and also if you are someone who just wants to see potential projects, you can follow us over there. We're rebranding this, and this is something new we have upcoming for DDC ecosystem in the upcoming year, 2026. For me, in terms of investments, I'm not the smartest guy, and to be honest, without my team, I would never be where I am. I have so many great team members helping me on the side, whether on a technical standpoint, on the numbers, the mathematical parts, calculating, making sure tokenomic makes sense, the evaluation makes sense, on the strategy part, making sure this is something that is a product market fit and it is actually solving some issues. Where when you invest in crypto projects, there are multiple areas you have to see whether it's a long shot or short term. By short term, I mean, yes, sometimes you come across amazing projects getting so much hype narrative, but with your trained eyes, you kind of know that it's just something that's just going to come and go, and within the 6 months it's going to die out. The founder's going to get out of the company, sell out, and move forward to the new project. So there are a lot of pillars to look into it. For us, specifically in the team, like I mentioned earlier, Asian, it's still about the team behind it, the leadership, the vision, the hard work we see behind each backers and team of the project. And actually, a lot of the deal flows we're receiving are through word of mouths and referrals. So we've built a very strong network that makes sure that each deal flows that are coming by are vetted. If I'm gonna share you a certain project to have a look into, you're gonna put trust in me anyhow. So 50%, you have your right step, right foot in. It's just another 50% you have to do due diligence. So coming back, number one for me is always the team, the CEO, the visionary behind it. Second would be, of course, the technical standpoints, the product itself, what it's solving. Is it actually scalable? Is it something that requires certain amount of resources that we have or no? And can we help scale them as a ecosystem ourselves? And definitely, like we just talked about, regulatories, that's also a line we need to consider whenever they're trying to enter the market. We've had amazing projects last year that we invested, and the only downfall of them was due to the regulatories that we didn't kind of give enough attention to it. So it's still important. I don't think as of the regulations are our enemies, but it's just they also need time to understand. So us, we need to be smart and work around the areas we can. I think these would be strong pillars, Asian, that I look into it. And finally, a lot of my investments are bet on my gut feelings and intuition. I think gut feelings are something. It's hard to say. It's built up through experience, experiments, a lot of failures and errors, and you kind of get into the point that okay, um, I kind of can feel this is gonna do well or not. Of course, it's very personal and everyone has different feeling about this, but this is something that I've experimented myself. When I trust my gut feeling, it usually is correct. So that's also what I go for.
So this is part of the social with a spiritual signal.
Yeah. You can say that. And I would say great advice to a lot of my investors friend, being crypto and remotely working, that's all how we're doing. You should definitely always meet face to face with the builder, the founders. Like, don't invest based on just online. Or that's very important. When you meet an individual face to face, you feel their energy, their vibration. Going back a little bit spiritual, but it's also actually facts. You can feel if they are genuine, if they are actually on the path of focusing on what they're building or not. Are they actually ambitious? Because these are the key factors that it comes down and uh, builds a very strong foundation for the founder itself. As a founder in crypto, you have to be resilient, you have to be versatile. You'll see so many challenges that comes across running the project. 1 month is like 1 year. There's so many things that can happen. There's so many macro factors that can affect. Might be like you mentioned, right? You're facing a environmental kind of situations, and it's outside your control. There's nothing you can do other than focus on yourself and the things that are within your control. So this is
Yep.
something I think is very important. Making quick decisions, adapting, and just having a strong network around you. So my last message for builders, investors would be find a strong circle, find a strong ecosystem to be within. Accelerators, there's tons of great incubators out there. There's tons of great opportunities with investments. When founders come and say it's very hard to get investments, I won't say it's true. As long as you go out, represent the best way you can possibly, be genuine, um, really think through the why you're building the product and all, and you're gonna come down to the final answer. Yeah, I
Awesome.
should.
How about
Yeah.
how about
Okay.
chains? Like there's so many
Hmm.
chains out there. Which chain would you like recommend people to look
Yeah.
into? Or yeah,
Um,
All shade.
yeah, false change for sure. Since we're here, um,
Oh man.
I would love to have some collaboration going on, and I hope we will this upcoming year, and maybe build something for the community here. I personally, it would be a bias of mine. I'm a big fan of BNB. BNB also changed my life, and I think the support there is very strong, with the grants, with the accelerator program, the MVB, what Binance is doing. I think they're doing amazingly well. There's actually multiple Solana programs that I'm seeing. Ethereum, right, are doing amazing. They're having tons of these world events across Asia, Europe, back to back. So I think for me would be still be BNB, and of course we're running low chain program. So inviting all builders, with giving out over 400 in grants, 100K plus in additional prizes, and there are so many other L1s, L2s that provide these sorts of grants. There are many big opportunities. I would say look into the ecosystem, look into the people that are within it, and see the support you need. One thing is, it's definitely good to be in a blue ocean, right? Going into maybe the chains that aren't that well known yet, but are in the phase of getting structured. But it's also risky if it's not big enough. It's just like a country, right? You're going into live in a certain country, start your company there. You got to do proper due diligence and research. um, but in overall, I would say Web3 as a whole is a network that you can kind of jump across, back and forth anytime. So there's a lot of options, Asian. But yeah, Pulse Chain.
Mr. B.
Looking forward. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe
Master
for
B. Master B. Yeah, man. It's actually you guys can do multi-chain, right? So you
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
understand
I
that.
was about to say the same.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah.
just an easy for you to move to
Yes.
pulse chain. Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
indeed.
for
But
builders to integrate the multi-chain integration is allow users to really go back and forth easily. Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, I just look it up. World Coin is also like a EVM, right? So being
Yes.
an EVM, if you are Ethereum based, EVM based, even Pulse Chain is also EVM. So it's pretty
Yes.
easy for builders who are literally, planning to build or with either chain, and they could literally go for multi-chain as well. So maybe here's a ad time for share a bit about Pulse Chain, why people should build on Pulse Chain.
Yes.
pulse chain. Oh man, I'll be chilling on this one. No man, this is a show for Mr. B, man. So we just want
A
to
quick
connect with
one,
that.
just a quick air time.
Quick airtime. I think I did. Yeah, maybe. Oh man, Pulse Chain is just really a community chain. Man. It's a rule. It's a Pulse Chain. The blockchain is literally a guerrilla chain in Twitter, and we are really a grassroots movements. By the way, seriously, we are grassroots movements. I am not paid in doing this. Asian is not paid in doing this, and all this stuff that they're doing. Even I have this schedule 8:30 in the evenings, kind of night, right? But definitely we put our souls and heart into this one to bring crypto adoption to the people for really what true decentralization means, right? And I think chat that mentioned about how that mentioned the chat, have a great day, legends. So indeed, I am in the legends. I am in shoulder to shoulder with the great legends in the space. And Mr. B, man, in your 20s, in my 20s, I was just like, no, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna doing this 8 to 5 9 jobs, right? And yeah, waking up in the matrix, understanding money, reading all these books, having read a white paper of Satoshi, and yeah, Pulse chain is literally the iteration of what Bitcoin should be, a true decentralized one, from the community down to its validators and everything. Oh man, the layer zero, we are the community, right? And we are layer one, which is Pulse chain. We have Pulse X, which is our DeFi exchange, and we have Vouch, which is literally our number one validator. We are truly decentralized, right? So no one can stop us, man. So that is me telling about you on Pulse Chain. Let's go, Pulse Chain! I think, man,
Let's
there's
go.
a mention also of Don Bryant here. Our community is gonna pump the pulse chain now. PLS. How are you ready? Hex, are you ready? Are you locked in? Yes, we are. Sold Dojan. Yeah, all these things. All right. Thank
Awesome.
you for it. If you have question, chat. Maybe you have question for Mr. B. Now is the right time to ask question.
Don Brian. There's a
Well,
bracket called Bangkok Don. Is he like resides in Bangkok?
Mm,
The
what
message that was showed there is, see, there's a bracket that's called Bangkok Don.
Bangkok Dawn. Uh,
Bangkok? There's
Like
yeah,
yeah, behind his name.
Bangkok Dawn. Yeah.
Don. Bangkok Don. Right, Bangkok Don. Do you know him, Don Bryant?
No,
I
I
don't
mean
know.
Bangkok is like Thailand. Yeah,
Right, indeed, that's the capital, right?
Mm,
yeah.
All right.
hope to have you guys here too, Macby Asian. Like if you can make it, of course, next week.
Indeed, yeah, let me pull this one on this one, the pulse chain, the guys that you guys are putting up the uh maybe you could, yeah, for our community, maybe you could mention, or maybe you could,
Yeah. Uh,
yeah, we could have this plug-in of
yeah.
the all right, go ahead.
Oh, sure.
November 8th, 9.
I,
Okay, it's done. All right.
I would love to share this real quick.
Sure, you can. Sure, you can.
Interested?
Sure, you can, brother.
Yes, that would be amazing.
You can share your screen. I'll put you on the screen.
Sure, thank you. So this is our upcoming events. I'm quite excited because this is something new and we haven't done it much. I hope you guys can see my screen.
Sure.
Yes. So we're starting off the Thailand Blockchain Week with amazing wellness event. So this is where I mentioned cold plunge, saunas, warm hot chocolate, breath work sessions, teaching you how to breathe properly, just plugging out for a moment, getting back to yourself, getting grounded, and just chilling. So this is something we're very excited. We've worked where we're having a lot of partners joining, a lot of sponsors. Following with a networking event, we've also got a yacht event, a private event with top VCs, top individuals, and unfortunately, we don't get to do the go kart event this year, but hopefully next year. And yeah, there's a lot of amazing events by our partners and friends across the week from 7th to I believe like 12th or 13th of November. So would love to welcome all of you guys here. Thank you, Magby, for letting me plug the events.
Sure, man. This is the show for you guys.
Thank you.
Pulse Asian TV is literally for the builders, innovators, and we want to hear your story. Again, we want to put you front and center, right? So this is the show in which, yeah, let me plug our Pulse Asian TV. We are live every 8:30 in the evening, every Wednesday with my man, my co-host, of course, Asian on Pulse. The guy is a legend in the space. He put his heart out in here, like me, man. I could be like being, I could be like sleeping right now, but all this stress of having these natural calamities. But yeah, we're here. Even have this palpitation drinking this coffee right now. Oh man, but I'm kind of sleepy, right? So oh man, I'm so glad, guys, to be part of this stream, and yeah, to share the story for people who are building, not just in Pulse chain but on other chain. And yeah, we want again to hear your story. This is the show for you. Please like, share, and subscribe. My partner here will be asking you all the technicals, all the necessary things. I'll just be doing all the background, doing all this stuff. And let me do this with chat, 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 chat. Oh man, Saimai, do you understand this? Saimai?
Wait, Sai
Can
Oh,
you,
yeah, it means cotton candy. I don't know why Sai but yeah,
Cotton Candy, okay. All right. I think Don Bryant,
your sweetest
Bangkok
love.
Don, did
Keep
also
staying sweet.
mention, I sacrifice
Yeah.
for PLIs.
Oh,
I help with the marketing and work at the Pulsing Conference in Las Vegas. Oh, man. The Flamengo Hotel. So good to see you here. Indeed, man. Welcome. And yeah, thanks for dropping by and commenting on this stream. Maybe, yeah, one of these days we could go to the Las Vegas and yeah, do a Pulsing IRL event, right? We'll never know,
actually,
right?
yeah, something to note for me is that even though Pulse Chain I mean, Pulse Chain actually did its conferences every year online for hours, for 1 day, 2 day, non-stop, and live conferences somewhere in the US, I don't know, EU or whatever. But
Yes.
we have a lot of organic growth of communities. They are driving this movement. Like everyone is doing on their own and gather their strength together to make it happen. So this is something that part of the reason why we started PulseAsianTV as well, because we would like to legit among in Asian, right, in Asian countries. So right now in APAC region with liquid loans, every time I think almost every episode we will mention why, because I when I met them in where is that, Taiwan, I was really happy and like touched to actually see pulse chain builders coming into APAC, coming to Taiwan, coming to Japan, Singapore, Thailand, maybe. So we need more of these builders that work together in the space to drive this together as well. I mean, when it comes to pulse chain, but yeah, I'm pretty sure with Mr. B getting to know more, and with a lot of builders connection that we could know, we could see when they come into this world of building on whether it's WorldCoin or Ethereum or EVM chains related, is I think it doesn't really hurt for us to just say, hey, why not consider adding another chain called Pulse Chain? So with that, having more decentralized applications being built on Pulse Chain, I think it's good for the community and also for the builder as well. Why? Because Pulse Chain has one of the largest and loudest community in the world. So this is, I think, at the end of the day, every business or every project, what we really want, the underlying foundation is definitely people, right? So people, we have it here. It's just that, do you have a right product? Do you have a thing that could gain traction, right? Is it like innovative, or what kind of value that is being provided? So these are the things that we as an investor or as a community or as a believer of the chain would like to see and would love to welcome anybody who wants to be a part of the holder or come in as a builder. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Asian. Thank you, MacB, for having me today. Been a pleasure and looking forward to see you guys.
All right.
Indeed, man. All right. Is it where I live in Bangkok? It is where I live in Bangkok. Ah, all right. Sorry.
Oh, so
Indeed,
that's a,
man. Thank you.
yeah.
Hi,
So Mr. B,
Saimai. Saimai, I think, is where he live. I think just
Ah,
with
okay,
him.
okay. Simon. Yeah. I
I
get it.
think
It's a area. Yeah.
it's not a cotton candy, right? Sorry, man.
No, no. I think it's similar. Thank you,
No
okay.
Mac.
worries.
Thank you,
So
All
Asian.
right.
maybe we can end this with Mr. B giving your piece of advice for people who wants to invest in the space, who could be new, who could be a non-crypto people, and for people who are considering to build on a chain or becoming a builder. Yeah, piece of
Indeed.
advice.
Final thoughts, Mr. B. Final thoughts.
Thank you, Asian. I'm very bad at giving the best advice, I would say, but what I always follow is knowledge and education is a very powerful thing. So, if you're someone very new into crypto, just start by learning a lot, finding the ways, setting up why, question every single thing. Don't just follow whatever I say or someone says from a certain podcast. Just question and find the answer for yourself. Dig down the rabbit hole one step, one foot by another, and you're gonna find your own ways, your own methods. Go out, connect with people. There are so many free exhibitions, events that you can just go and learn a lot. Sometimes you bump into, amazing people, world class leaders in these events. Learn from them, ask a lot. That's for you guys starting out. If you're very new to crypto, I would say that's a great journey to start. Just learn from, maybe read Bitcoin Standard and just start getting into the deep rabbit hole. If you are a builder that is early on, you're gonna fail a lot, man. And you just gotta have a strong mentality and resilience and way to keep bouncing back and learn from your mistakes. The worst thing you can do is have a ego the size of a balloon and just not listen to anyone. Learn a lot. There's so many free educationals out there. You can learn from amazing builders, whether it's the Pulse chain community, BNB chain, or other chains. There's so many free knowledge out there in crypto Twitter for investors. Um, I say it's not like the best timing compared to a few years ago for investments, and where you just throw money and it just kind of 4 or 5x right away. I think take it steady. I think at the moment, as investors, as VCs, if they're especially new, Web two money, etc., they gotta partner up with a lot of accelerators like us, incubators, or even other Web3 VCs. That's how you get into a lot of these lovely deal flows. Get your hands on something that has been vetted, verified. You know, uh, most investors are very smart. They know how to go around with money, but Web3 is a little bit different. It's not like investing into Web2 startups or companies. There's a lot of angles you have to look into it, and I think the biggest area VCs missed out, Web2 VCs, is they don't understand the culture, right? When they compare and they don't really see like why it's a good investment. Sometimes it doesn't make sense, but Asian, you'll agree with me. You just know it's gonna win, but they won't understand. So it's a matter of gap of experience and know-how and culture. Um,
Gut feeling, man. Gut
yeah,
feeling.
yeah, gut feeling too, and you gotta practice, right? It comes with experience and failures and errors. Lastly, I would say for whatever kind of individual or team you are, builder, investor, just a normal trader, um, or a QL, the most important thing for this space and for you to stand out, get in touch with amazing people, get into good networks, is providing value. Whatever you are, whatever you do, whatever you aspire to be, give values, and just give before you take. That's the best thing you can do to build rapid networks, find the right circle to be in, and get good opportunities. And that's what we've been doing. I'm sure MacB does that. This is the value giving we're doing this session. Asian does that a lot, giving a lot of free knowledge on things he's been working on. So yeah, just give value, give before you take, and that's the best way to go ahead of a lot of people. And always ask yourself why. I would love to give a final tip. Every end of the year, I do a very deep session with myself where I ask myself, what did I do this year? What failures did I come across? What success did I have? And just break it down very deeply. Was it a fluke? Was it intentional? Did something go wrong in my life? So this is not just about business, but every decision you make, and that's how you set yourself for success for the next year. Try to plan everything ahead. Try to ask yourself why, and wish everyone the best in their crypto journey, investment journey, building journey. There's enough success out there for every single person. Just have faith, believe in yourself, and keep working. So that's from me. Thank you, Asian. Thank you, Magby.
All right, all
Thank you,
right.
Mr. B. I think you were being too humble to say that you don't know how to give advice.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, it's really
Oh,
good
No
advice.
doubt, no doubt, right? I would say MacB agrees with me, even though you are in your
oh
mid.
man, I agree. Man. I agree with you, man. 100%. The guy don't know how to give an advice. Just
Thank
kidding,
you.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I'm
Oh
learning.
man. Indeed, man. You did mention adaptability. You did mention all this learning, asking why, having this get out of the matrix. All right, Web3 and whatnot. Asian, yeah, man. What's final thoughts on this one before we close this stream?
Final thoughts is, if you are an individual who has got a crypto journey in the space and you are also being a builder or a representative of a project, feel free to just reach us out. We welcome Asian builders to have the stage and to talk about your crypto journey and what are you doing here in the builder space. And yeah, we like to talk to anybody. We like to give you provide a stage, and we are providing this value for people, for anybody who wants to know about the space, who have additional exposures to every individual talks being the builder. The builder is similar like a crypto. I mean, we are actually a crypto startups. We are in the startups as well, right? So being a startup, being the entrepreneur in the space, people would like to know what do you think and how do you look at things that could work. Yeah, so people want to know what's your product, how is it designed, what's the strategy implemented, and the team behind it, and what's your go-to-market strategy, things like that. So welcome to the stage. And again, thank you, Mr. B, my very good brother,
Thank you, brother.
from very powerful, a legendary guy. I would love to go and meet you, but I really can't this trip. But
No
never mind,
worries.
we can meet anytime. So, and of course, not to mention Mr. Rice as well. You two are like, even though we have not known each other for long, but when we connect, there's the
Yes.
social contract right there that
Yes.
connects really.
Also contract.
It's like when we connect, right?
Shout out.
When you
Yes.
connect Wi-Fi, you could see the signal is it like 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, or 4 bar. When we connect with Mr. B and Mr. Rice, it's definitely at the full bar. Yeah, so
Likewise, Asian. Same.
All right.
Goes to you. Thank you so much, guys.
All right. Thank you, thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Again, guys, this is Pulse Asian TV with our guest, Mr. B. This is your man, MacB Crypto. Catch you next week, guys. 8:30 p.m. every Wednesday. That's Pulse Asian TV on X. Please like, share, and subscribe. That's it for us for this evening. Bam! Good evening, guys.